Hi, Reagan. I hope you had a great weekend. I missed you on our lesson on Friday. Hopefully you're able to tune in. You were able to complete that with Chelsea. So we are starting lesson 13 today. You do have a test Thursday, and the end of the quarter is Thursday as well. So make sure you get that into me so I can get your final grade ready for you. Yeah, so let's start dividing decimals. Last Friday we practiced dividing a decimal by a decimal using base 10 blocks. And today we are going to take away the base 10 blocks as a visual, and we're just going to get into it and set it up using our normal division tables to help us divide. So let's look at our first example. We have example 1. Looks like we have brother and sister over here, seeing how tall they are when they are compared to each other. It says Casey is 4.5 feet tall. Her brother Jerome is 6.75 feet tall. How many times taller is Jerome than Casey? Okay, so we know our two numbers in our word problem are 4.5 and 6.75. We are going to divide them to find out how many times taller Jerome is than Casey. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to multiply each of these by 10 or move our decimal one place value. So that makes it easier for us to divide, and it gives us a 2-digit number divided by a 2-digit number. So we did that right here, and they also did that when they set up the problem for us. So as you can see, our decimals here and here. So let's get started. Can 45 go into 6? No, you can put your X there. Can 45 go into 67? Yes, one time. We're going to put a 1 up top. 1 times 45 gives me 45, and then we are going to subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2, and 6 minus 4 is 2. We're going to bring down that 5. How many times does 45 go into 225? Whoa, big numbers. We might need to do some multiplication on the side. Let's try 45 times 4 and see if we get close. We have 5 times 4 is 20. Put my 0, carry my 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 more gives me 18. Okay, I have 180. I think I can go one more time. I can multiply 45 times 5 again, or I can just do some simple addition and add it again and see if it gets closer to my number. So Mrs. Wiley is going to choose to add. I have 0 plus 5 is 5. 8 plus 4 is 12. Put my 2, carry my 1. 225. Oh, look at that. Exactly what we needed. Let's put our 5 up top. 5 times 45 is 225. 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. My answer, dun, dun, dun. We're going to look at our decimals really quick, and then we will have our complete answer. We're going to take my decimal in my answer, and I'm going to move it all the way to the end of my numbers one time. I'm going to go to the end of my answer and move one time to the left for my placement of my decimal. My answer is 1 5/10 taller. So we're going to put 1 5 times. So Jerome is 1 5/10 times taller than Casey. We can use multiplication to check our answer. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1. 5 times 1, or yes, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. Put my 0. 4 times 5 is 20. Put my 2 again. 4 times 2, or 4 plus 2 is 6. Mrs. Blythe ran out of room, of course. Bring down my decimal. My answer checks. We are correct. Let's move to my second one. Okay, so we have example 2. This one doesn't have a word problem, but it just gives us a problem to solve. We have 6/100 divided by 1 5/10. We're going to multiply each number by 10 to move the placement of that decimal one more time. Remember, what you do to one decimal, you must do to the other, or it will not work out. So we're going to move our decimal one place value to the right. So we can get started. They did this on an example when they set it up for us over here as well. Okay, 15, can it go into 0? Nope, we can put a 0 up there. Can 15 go into 6? Nope, put a 0 up there. Can 15 go, we're going to bring our 0, or excuse me, my 6 down. Okay, and we already brought my 6 down. 6 cannot go into, 15 cannot go into 6, so we put that 0 there. Now I'm going to bring down my other 0. Can 15 go into 60? Yes. Let's try 4. I have 15 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Put my 2 up there. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 more is 6. Bingo. Put my 4 up top. 4 times 15 is 60. 0 minus 0 is 0. 6 minus 0 is 0. So our answer is 4/100. As you can see, they checked. Our answer does work. They did the opposite of division, which is multiplication, to check for our answer. Mrs. Bliley is going to do one more problem for you, and then I have some problems for you to do on your own. So it says divide, check your answer using multiplication. We have 6 89/100 divided by 1 3/10. Okay, they have it set up for us. Remember, the first step that we do is we multiply by 10 to move that decimal one place value to make it simpler for us to divide. So now we have, can 13 go into 6? Nope. Put that X there. Can 13 go into 68? Yes. 13 times what? Let's see. Should we try 5? Let's try 5. 5 times 3 gives me 15. Put my 5 below, carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. 65, 68, probably as close as I'm going to get. I'm going to put my 5 up top. 5 times 13 is 65. Then I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. 6 minus 6 is 0. I'm going to bring down my 9. So now how many times do I think 13 can go into 39? Mrs. Bliley is going to try 3. Remember, when you're multiplying to figure out your division problem, it's trial and error. So if it doesn't work, you either go up or go down based on what your answer is. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 39. Ooh, Mrs. Bliley did good guessing. So 39 works out perfectly. 3 times 13 is 39. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. We do not have any remainders. Last thing we have to do is find our placement of our decimal. My decimal is right here. I'm going to move 1 time so I get to the end of my number. So I'm going to find my decimal at the end of my answer and move 1 time to the left. My answer is 5 3/10. Okay, if you have any questions, Mrs. Bliley will be checking our Google Classroom throughout our virtual Monday, so please just add a comment in our assignment or on our live stream page. I would like you to do numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for today's work. Please feel free to reach out, and I hope you have a fabulous virtual Monday.